Bedtime Stories 35. He found light after losing everything. Rain slammed the window pane like a cruel reminder. Perry sat in silence, staring at the empty picture frame that once held the photo of his family. 3 months ago, everything was different. There was laughter in the halls, the smell of pancakes in the morning, and the sound of his son's footsteps running to hug him. Then the accident happened. A truck, a phone, a missed red light. His world collapsed in one moment. He buried them on a cloudy Wednesday. Wife, son, even the dog didn't survive. Perry stopped praying. He stopped eating. He stopped answering calls. What kind of God lets this happen? He'd whisper at night. There was never an answer, just silence. He lost his job, missed mortgage payments, eviction followed. He wandered the streets like a ghost in his own life. A worn-out backpack, a torn photo in his wallet. Every park bench became a home, every alley a resting place. One night, cold and trembling, he collapsed in front of a small church with flickering lights. A man named Elijah found him there. You breathing? He asked, kneeling beside Perry. Perry nodded faintly. Elijah wrapped him in his coat. Come on. You don't belong in the gutter. Elijah took Perry to a church shelter. Warm soup, dry clothes, a cot. It wasn't much, but it was more than Perry had known in weeks. That night, Perry couldn't sleep. There was a cross above his bed, glowing softly. For the first time in a long time, he whispered, "Are you still there?" No answer. But he felt warmth in his chest, small, steady, real. Elijah sat with him at breakfast. You don't have to believe, you just have to breathe. Let God do the rest. Perry broke down. Tears fell into his oatmeal. I don't deserve another chance. Elijah smiled. None of us do. That's the miracle. Days passed. Perry helped sweep the floor, wash dishes. Little by little, he began to feel useful. He listened to sermons in the back row, never sang, just listened. One Sunday, the pastor said, "The light doesn't wait for you to be perfect. It waits for you to be willing." Perry felt something stir. He started journaling. One sentence a night. I'm still here. Weeks became months. He found a part-time job cleaning windows. He saved money, bought shoes, got a haircut. People began to smile at him again, but the nights were hardest. Dreams of his son's laughter would wake him up crying. Elijah gave him a Bible. You don't have to read it. Just hold it. Let it remind you there's still hope. Perry opened it. Psalm 34 verse 18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. He wept until the pages were soaked. But this time, they were healing tears. He began volunteering at the church, fixing broken chairs, painting walls, listening to others. One man said, "Your story saved me. I was going to end it last night." Perry looked at his hands, dirty, cracked, but holding light. The light had never left, it had waited. He stood one Sunday and spoke. I lost everything, but God found me in the wreckage. The congregation stood and clapped. Some cried, some prayed. All felt something stir. Perry didn't feel like a ghost anymore. He was a man, a father, a believer. He planted a garden in front of the church, called a Jacob's Garden, after his son. Sunflowers, tulips, a small plaque, beauty from ashes. He taught kids how to plant seeds, put it in the dark. Let God do the rest. They listened and laughed and called him Mr. P. He still missed his family. He always would, but the ache didn't drown him anymore. He built a bench under an oak tree. Every morning, he sat with a thermos and a prayer. One day, a woman sat next to him, quiet, kind eyes. Mind if I sit? They talked. Her name was Hannah, a widow, 2 kids. Coffee became dinners. Dinners became hope. Hannah told him, "You bring light, Perry, gentle, steady light." He smiled. "It's not mine. I just carry it now." Years passed. Perry married again, laughed again, prayed with his new family. He still visited the bench, still whispered to the sky, "Thank you." One Sunday, a boy asked, "Mr. P, why do you always smile?" Perry answered, because I remember when I couldn't." The boy nodded, then took his hand. "Can you show me where the light lives?" Harry placed a hand on the boy's chest. "Right there. It's in all of us." That night, Harry wrote, "I once was lost. Now, I carry light." He closed his journal and looked at the stars. Not alone, not empty, he found joy in planting, in listening, in being, and every person he touched found a little light too. Even after losing everything, Harry had found what mattered most, light that no darkness could take away. Thank you so much for joining me in watching Bedtime Stories 35. He found light after losing everything. I hope you enjoyed the story as much as I had in creating it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more great up and coming bedtime stories and Bible study for the parents under their supervision. Good night and sweet dreams until next time.